Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of The Riley Lewis Show. This isn't a normal daily politics podcast episode, but I just wanted to give you guys another update on my grad school and what's going on. So, at this point, I've been assigned 2 summer reading list books that I'm going to be reading in order to prepare for my program. I just wanted to talk a little bit about those books and then talk about some upcoming videos I'm going to be doing that are talking about some of the themes that are covered in these books. Both of these books are 2019 publications. They're both best-selling books by best-selling authors, so I might as well just get to it already. The first book is called, if we can focus there, The Nickel Boys. And this is a book that is, again, a publication from 2019, so it's a very recent, cutting edge, by Colson Whitehead, who is a very well-known author, who also wrote The Underground Railroad. It says that right down there. You can't really see it, but says it right down there, author of The Underground Railroad. So this is the Nickel Boys, and the Nickel Boys is basically about these archaeologists who come across human remains while they're doing an excavation at what used to be an academy called the Florida School for Boys, or the Nickel Academy, which was an operation in the state of Florida in Tallahassee from 1900 to 2011, which is really, really recent. So this is a very good book about some of the terrible things that happened to many of the children who were sent there. This was going on, this takes place during the 1950s and 60s, so following Jim Crow era in the American South, again in Tallahassee, Florida. So I've already started that book. It's very, very good. Lots of very interesting themes that are brought up with the characters and the dialogue, and I really can't wait to finish this book, do a review, and then I'll also be doing videos where I will go part by part basically through each book and talk about some of the various themes and some of the mental notes that I've made while I've been reading these. Now this brings me to my second book, again, another bestseller by a best-selling author. This is The Lost Children Archive by Valeria Luiselli, who also authored Tell Me How It Ends. This is a very well reviewed book. I have not started this yet, but this is about the migrant caravan that we saw of people coming north from Central America and South America up to the United States through Mexico in 2018 and I believe 2019. Maybe I'm mistaken. It feels like it's been so long with the 24-hour news cycle, so it's really hard to tell. But in any case, this is another 2019 publication that I cannot wait to read that is about that. So I will be covering both of these books. Again, we have The Nickel Boys by Colson Whitehead, and then we have The Lost Children Archive by Valeria Luiselli. I will be covering both of these books in depth. I will go through the themes, I will cover the characters, I will cover some of the plot and talk about why these books are very interesting and why they're very relatable, and also talk about the historical events that they are documenting. I believe both of these are historical fiction, meaning based on historical events, but also fictionalized in part. That said, so far, The Nickel Boys is very compelling, and I look forward to covering both of these in future videos. And again, all of this will be coinciding with my master's program, which starts in September. By the way, my class schedule will be Foundations for Peace, Justice, and Social Change, Intercultural Competency. Then I will also be doing an internship opportunity class. I may be doing a class about social entrepreneurship. And then I am also doing a class called Peace and Conflict Analysis. That's what it was. I was trying to remember, but now that I'm looking at it, Peace and Conflict Analysis. And I look forward to that greatly, and I will be sure to keep you guys updated on my academic journey at the University of San Diego and my journey with these 2 books, which you can get at a bookstore or online. I'm sure these are very, very good books, both 2019 publications. Very, 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 in some ways difficult to read, but just very good, inspiring, challenging books. Thank you again for listening today. That concludes today's episode of The Riley Lewis Show. As always, I would appreciate a subscription, so if you could hit that subscribe button down below, I'd really appreciate it. You can also like this video. You can also let me know how I'm doing in the comment section down below. Down below, you'll also find a link to my Patreon page where you can sign up, become a member, and make a donation. Or you can visit me on Anchor.fm, Spotify, Google, Apple Podcasts, or Breaker. I'm available on a lot of different platforms. There are a lot of different ways to support me. I look forward to meeting again sometime in the near future. You've been listening to The Riley Lewis Show.